Hey, Danielle Miraglia here for Fishman, and today I'm going to show you a classic blues lick in E. So the first thing I'm going to show you is the scale that this lick is based off of. So we're going to learn just a first position E minor pentatonic scale. This is actually a great first scale to learn because it doesn't require a whole lot of finger acrobatics. It's all in the open first position. So what we're going to do for this scale is we're going to assign our fingers to frets. This is just a good habit to get into, to just figure out what's the easiest way to get from one place to the next. When you're playing guitar, you don't want to be moving up and down the fretboard unless you have to, okay? So you want to be moving as little as possible. So I'm assigning my first finger to the first fret, my second finger to the second fret, my third finger to the third fret. And on this one, we're just really just working with fingers 2 and 3. Okay, so I'm going to go down the line. I'm going to say what frets we're using. Open, third, open, second, open, second, open, second, open, third, open, third. And then you can work your way back up. The most effective way to do this is to go down, up with your pick. So, which means just we're going. Okay, so that's going to give you the most speed when you get to the point where you want to play faster. We're not playing it fast to start, obviously. So. Okay, so now here's the fun part, the blues lick. So this is a classic blues lick. There's all different versions of it. I'm going to show you kind of a simple version of it. And the cool thing about this lick is you can play it. You can play it over an E blues, an E minor. You can play it over a G major as well, which we'll talk about afterwards. So the lick goes like this. Okay, so just like with the scale, our fingers are on their assigned frets. We've got our second finger on the second fret, third string. And we're starting with that note. We want to be right behind that fret. That's where you're going to get the best tone in general when you're playing guitar. And we've got this kind of diagonal shape going with our fingers. Our first finger is just hanging out on the second string, first fret. Even if it's not going to play that note, it's going to follow along, and you'll see why in a second. It's in that shape. So we're sliding from the second fret to the fourth fret on the third string. Okay, so that's the first thing to do. Just get comfortable with that slide. You can make it faster, or you can make it more of a slow. Okay. Then we're going to land that first finger on the second string, third fret. That's why it's following along in that shape, because it makes it easier to drop it there. Then we're going to bring the second finger back to the second fret, same note we started with. Then we played that string open. Then we're going to jump up to the fourth string, second fret, play that note. Fourth string open, back to the second fret on the fourth string. So nice and slow, the whole thing. And the cool thing is you could play that lick with an E blues. You know, you could play it going into a G chord. E minor is the relative minor of G major. So you can go, you know, it's the same lick, it just has a very different vibe depending on how you're playing it. And there's all kinds of variations on that. You could play it more like a chord. You could slide the whole thing over. You know, things like that. There's all kinds of things you can do with that, but that's a good start for that kind of lick. It's a classic blues lick. You'll hear it all over the place. And it's an easy one to throw in if you're just playing along, you know, playing an E blues and you want to throw it in, you can play it as a lead part, or you can just play it in the middle of your own progression. And that's it. Enjoy. If you want to check out some more of Fishman lessons, you just check out the link below. And thanks for tuning in.